County. Gavin Withrow off the left side of Tay Pointer. Coming out to get it is Brooks. Working around the right side. Withrow dumps it down in there to Miller. Miller working inside the paint. Puts up the shot. Too strong. Trying to get his own rebound. It's going to be taken by Grant. Greenwood has it going the other way. Grant fires it off in the corner to Stenton on the right-hand side. Stenton wants to go baseline. Goes up with a shot. It's blocked. You can call a foul. And they're going to put it on, is it on Miller?
Yes.
So Aiden Miller, his first. That's the first foul of the basketball game at the 3:20 mark.
We saw a huge free throw disparity between Allen County and Bowling Green last night. We've got to find a way to be the ones to get to the line and earn points there.
And Stennett misses the free throw. Normally a 69.5% foul shooter of the year. He has scored all 6 points for the Gators here in the first quarter. Stennett back to the line. One more shot is on the way, and it is going to stay in. He has all 7 Gator points, 7-4. Barren down 3:15 to play, first quarter. Withrow with the basketball for Barren. Sends it down the left corner now to Griggs. Griggs coming off the strength of Miller, bounces back to Miller. He'll put up the short jumper. It's good.
Good job. He had somebody coming up under him, but he was already up in the air and maintained his follow-through. I think the stream's back up and going now for anybody wondering.
7-6 to score. Greenwood leads it by 1. 2:55 to play in the opening quarter. The left elbow is Howard. They give it off now to Grant. Grant getting the screen from Brown. Going to pull up. He's going to shoot the 3 ball. It's good.
Got to get out and challenge him. We were very lucky. He missed a wide-open 3 earlier, but Eli off the bench has got to know you can't give him space.
That's an Oak Tree 3. Oak Tree Awards and recognition, more than just sports trophies. 318 Morgantown Road, Bowling Green. Griggs with the basketball, gives it out to Pointer. Right side it goes to Withrow. He gives to Brooks on the right wing. Floats it down in low there to Miller. Trying to make a spin move. Can't. Kicks it back to Brooks. Brooks wants to drive to the baseline. He's cut off. Gives it back to Miller on the right side. Miller in the paint. Throws up the shot. It won't go. Too strong. Miller hits the deck. Rebound by Howard. Coming up court with us, Braxton Stennett. 10-6 Greenwood. Shot by Howard up and in.
That's twice. They've got down the floor quicker than us. We're trying to go at Howard. We just need another dribble to go around it.
Yep, and it's stolen away. A turnover. And it is Brown driving to the bucket. Too strong. Rebound Stennett. Puts it up. It's blocked and a foul.
Greenwood playing more intensity, more energy right now, and there's nothing physical and nothing aggressive about our game.
And they put the foul. Who is it on? Pointer?
And it should have been on Brooks.
Free throw by Stennett is good. He has 8 of Greenwood's 13. Howard checking out for Coach Will McCoy. And back to the line is Cade Stennett. And this free throw is up, and it rims good. Jax Buchanan the ball game now for the Gators, a 6'4 junior. 14-6, Greenwood leads it. 1:50 to play in the first. Withrow, bounce pass off to Shirley on the right side of the lane. Back to Withrow. He'll try it for 3. No good. Rebound Miller, lost it. Grant's got it for Greenwood. Long pass down the floor. Stennett lays it up and in.
When your guard shoots a 3, you've got to have somebody back rebounding, and thankfully Warren was motioning for a timeout because we threw it away on the inbounds, or it would have been 18-6. Yeah. We're already down 10. We can't. Good turnover. We couldn't afford 12.
Southern Lanes Bowling Alley timeout. Bowling Green's Fun Center awaits. Enjoy laser tag, bumper cars, arcade, bar, snack bar, billiards, and of course bowling. Great place for parties. Ask about the $99 birthday special at Southern Lanes in Bowling Green. The Gators have a 16-6 lead right here.
Not a ton positive to talk about. I'm not trying to pick on the kids, but it started out a ton like it's just like Franklin Simpson game. We're not getting on the boards. We're not being physical. We're not getting back in transition. They're getting easy points. We're missing matchups where we know they're shooting 3s. They're hitting them. They seem like the experienced ball club. They haven't been here since 2017. We're here last year, so the bright light shouldn't be shining in our face so we can't play basketball.
As Withrow handles the basketball against Braxton Stennett out of the right side, he'll give it in there to Griggs. Jump shot in the air over Buchanan is no good. Ball pops out and grabbed there by Pointer. Throws it back behind him to Withrow. Down here's a jump shot from Miller. It won't go. And rebound comes off to Stennett for the Gators.
Lid on the basket, like Glasgow game almost.
Yeah. And they go in the corner and up the baseline. Here's a floater, no good. Shot it too strong. Rebound put back up and in by Brown.
Getting abused on the glass right now.
18-6. Greenwood leads it. 55 seconds to go in the first quarter. Shirley giving it out to Pointer. Pointer working around out top as Cade Stennis slides off on him. Pointer's picked up his dribble and needs some help. You're going to have to do something with it. Finally coming out to get it is Griggs. Now Griggs wants to make a move on his defender. Goes down the lane, flips at the shot too strong against the glass. Buchanan with a rebound. Off to Grant. 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Grant pass down in there to Buchanan. Buchanan working in there against Miller. Pump fake up with the left hand. No good. A foul on Miller. His second, team's third. Going to send Buchanan to the free throw line. Showing him shooting 36.5% of the season. And the shot goes up. It's no good. And Colton Stevens and Corbin Murphy have checked into the Trojan lineup. Also for Greenwood, Hunter Raymer, a 5'11 junior, number 22. Second shot good for Buchanan. 19-6, Gators lead it. 26 seconds to go in the first. Colton Stevens with the basketball, a 5'7 junior. Handling it out front. 18 seconds to play in the quarter. Dribbles it out in the WKU towel as we're down to 14 seconds to play. Stevens on the move, going left side, reversing back right. He'll give it off to Griggs, and he's going to be fouled as he tried to head to the bucket. Foul is on Brown, his first, and the first foul of the Gators here in the basketball game. 6.2 seconds left here in the quarter. Barren County's basketball, right baseline. Comes out to Shirley, gives to Griggs. He's going to have to hurry, get a shot off. It comes down in under Shirley, feeds it off underneath to Murphy, and he puts it in at the buzzer.
Good interior passing.
And that will end the first quarter of play. And on that assist, brought to you by Phillips IGA and Butcher Shop in Hinesville. For local delivery or curbside pickup, shop online at phillipsiga.com. It is 19-8 Greenwood over Barren County. We'll be back. This is the Don Franklin Glasgow 4th Region Tournament, presented by Sky CTC on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7.
I'm thinking a delicious
of fruits and veggies. I love shopping Phillips IGA. I feel we always get the best service and quality products.
Phillips IGA and Butcher Shop in Hinesville. Shop online at phillipsiga.com and choose curbside pickup or home delivery. Start at home. Why University for this region, like nursing, radiology, and communication. Transform how tomorrow's healthcare professionals train with state-of-the-art technology in an ever-evolving learning center. Whether you serve your community or serve the world, the choice to follow that passion starts at home. Find out more about how NKU changes healthcare at nku.edu. Northern Kentucky University. You belong here.
You're listening to Don Franklin Glasgow 4th Region Basketball Tournament, presented by South Central Kentucky Community and Technology.
Back at Diddle Arena, Greenwood leads Barren County 19-8 here in the second quarter. Gaddis, who's in the ball game now for Coach Will McCoy. And we're going to have an offensive foul as Ryan Shirley went to the deck. The offensive foul is going to be on Cade Stinnett of Greenwood. That's his first and the team's second.
Good job by Ryan getting in position, forcing the official to make that call as Stinnett extended his arm and pushed Ryan down right in the middle of the chest.
Gavin Withrow for Barren County, angling off to the left side of the dribble, working against Grant, feeds it off to Shirley, fires it up from 15, it's no good. Rebound comes off to Greenwood.
One and done.
Will Gaddis has it for the Gators. They send it over to Grant on the left side. Back out it comes now to Raymer. Now back to Stinnett. Back over to Grant. Feeds it back in there to Stinnett. Free throw line jump shot is coming off. Rebounded there by Ryan Shirley for the Trojans.
Good rebound out of the zone we were in, 2-3.
Here's Colton Stevens giving it off to Griggs. Trying to drive, he's cut off. Gives it back out to Withrow. Withrow, long range right. Back to Griggs. He's guarded out there by Gaddis. Crossover dribble, jump shot, 18-footer, no good. Rebound, Corbin Murphy kicks it back up. Withrow for three. Swish.
Needed that one. Corbin could have went right back up with it, but he saw Withrow ready to step into a three. Back to an 8-point game. We need a series of stops here.
And that was an Oak Tree three by Gavin Withrow. to trim the lead to 8 at 19-11. Here's Stennett on the left side. Over to Raymer. Has it smacked out of his hands by Colton Stevens, but he retrieves it. Gives it back to Grant. He'll give it to Cade Stennett. He finds an opening, goes to the basket, puts it up and in. And there's going to be a blocking foul on Mason Griggs. His first, team's fourth, as Cade Stennett had the Bearded Eagle Barbershop clean cut to the basket. Life is better with a cold one and a fresh haircut. Visit the Bearded Eagle Gentlemen's Barber Club at 6115 Scottsville Road. See Chad, and you'll be glad you did. Stennett at the line. He's 3 of 4 already here in this basketball game. He puts it up, and it's good. 14 points now for Stennett. Averages 21 a game. And it's 21-11 Gators. Eli Brooks has returned to the Trojan lineup for Coach Warren Cunningham. Now Griggs is going to handle it. Griggs, top of the key, gives it off with the right elbow to Murphy. Hands him off to Withrow into the circle. Gives it to Shirley on the left side. Shirley fakes, drive, spin move, trying to go up with a shot. He's in a lot of trouble. Kicks it back out to Withrow. Straightaway three, no good. Offensive rebound by Shirley. Gives it to Griggs. He slices his way down the lane, puts it in. It'll count and a foul.
Good job going right over top. If you don't call a charge on the other end on Griggs, you can't call one here, and they put the foul on Stansberry. Oh, I'm sorry, Howard.
Lofton Howard, that'll be his first and the team's third. And Griggs will be at the line for a chance to make an old-fashioned three-point play. Shoots 78% of the season. 22-13. This shot goes up. It's good. It's 22-14 now. Trojans down 8 to the Greenwood Gators. Grant with the basketball. Barren County in a 2-3 zone. They give it to Gaddis on the right side. Back to Grant. Sends it over to Raymer. He's going to fire up a long three. Good.
Well, he looked like he could step in and shoot it. He's not on their top 5 shooters, but he's hit 10 this year.
And that's an Oak Tree three for Hunter Raymer, and it's 25-14 Greenwood. 5.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Griggs with the basketball for the Trojans. Trying to work off to the right side. He'll hand it off out there to Brooks. Brooks sends it back out to Pointer. Pointer trying to make a move. He'll throw it off and had it batted back to him. He's double teamed down low, in trouble, bounces right underneath to Murphy, and he puts it in.
Corbin, right place, right time for that Phillips IG assist from Pointer.
And that's 6 points for Corbin Murphy, 25-16 Greenwood. Gaddis fakes, wants to drive, can't, gives it back out to Raymer. And now Grant with it out top. Back over to Raymer on the left side out front. Now he dribbles in a long bounce pass over to Grant, back out to Raymer. Raymer feeds it in the middle there to Gaddis. Gaddis turning, going to the basket. That ball is going to go off Lofton Howard's hand and out of bounds.
Grant very upset with him. He was spotted ready to knock down a second three of the game, but he decided to take it. Howard couldn't handle the pass, and Trojans have it down 9. A chance to cut into it with 4:52 left in the second quarter after not one of our better starts.
25-16. That's Withrow with the basketball. Over the right side it goes to Griggs. He's covered up. Trying to get a screen there. They dump it back to Murphy. He'll go to the basket. He puts it in.
That's a nice athletic play off the assist from Griggs. Corbin went straight up to the rim with that right hand, and Corbin's having a really nice game this afternoon.
8 points for Corbin Murphy. And it's 25-18. Trojans down by 7. Cade Stennett gives it back to Grant. Long distance three is in and out and back in. Boy, they went high off the window. Grant with his second Oak Tree three. 28-18. Greenwood with the lead. Brooks with it out top. Going to drive with it. He'll go inside. Has it batted down. Going to call a foul. And let's see. Is it going to be on Brown? Nope. They're going to put it on Raymer.
It looked a whole lot like it was on Brown, didn't it?
He blocked it, but I guess Raymer got him with the body. Just didn't send Eli Brooks to the free throw line. And the shot goes up, and it is good. A lot over the rim, but it goes down. 28-19, Greenwood, 4:09 to play in the first half. Ryan Shirley coming in for Corbin Murphy. And Eli Brooks back at the charity stripe for one more. It's on the way, and he got it. 28-20. It was 19-8 at the end of the first quarter.
We're going to stay in the zone, 2-3. You saw what happened last time.
Left side, it's Brown. Out to Braxton Stennett. Back to Brown on the left wing. They go down in the corner now to Buchanan. He'll float it back out to Grant. Now back around the perimeter. Stinnett down low. Brown working inside. Puts up the shot. Blocked by Brooks. Taken by Withrow. Withrow driving it all the way to the bucket. Lost his footing. And they're going to call a traveling violation.
He's got to give it up. He's got a 2-on-1. He's got Pointer ahead. He's got to throw that ball ahead, and Teddy's got a layup.
3:41 left in the first half. Braxton Stinnett with the basketball for the Gators. Facing the 2-3 zone of Barren County. They dump it in the middle there. Here's Cade Stinnett going to the basket, puts it up and in with the left hand.
Never seen that play before. It's one exactly like we run for Mason Griggs, a whole lot.
30-20. And it's Brooks giving it over to Griggs. Griggs back over to Brooks on the right side. Jumps it up from 12. It is no good. Rebound comes off to Braxton Stinnett. Ahead up to Cade Stinnett. Cade Stinnett pulling up with a 10-foot jumper. Nails it. Oh. He's got 20 points already in this half. It's 32-20. Griggs driving it, slicing his way down the lane. Flips it up. It's no good. Rebound to Cade Stinnett for the Gators. Stinnett down the right side, cuts back left. Almost lost the handle. Gives it out to Brown and back out around. It goes to Grant. Grant out to Braxton Stinnett. Now back to Grant. 2:43 left in the half. Greenwood with a 12-point lead. Been a pretty even second quarter as they led 19-8 at the end of the first. Cade Stinnett gives it on the high post in there to Buchanan. Back to Stinnett. Fakes. Drives. Floats it back off to Buchanan. Buchanan brings it back out. Gives it to Grant. Grant against Tay Pointer. Trying to take him one-on-one. He's going to drive. 10-footer on the right side of the lane. No good. Missed it badly. Rebound Withrow. Trojans have it going the other way. Withrow. Cross-court pass. Pointer open for the three. It is no good. Rebound comes off to Braxton Stinnett. Long pass down to Cade Stinnett. He's going to be fouled by Withrow.
Tell me that, again, we do not have the high school line. Tell me that doesn't make a difference. Our guys are shooting a step beyond the black line, and, that three was short. If we're right behind the high school line, it could make a huge difference with our shots.
2:08 left in the first half, and Cade Stinnett puts it up and in. He's his last 5 in a row after missing his first one. 21 now for Cade Stinnett. 33-20. It's the largest lead for the Gators here in the first half.
He's ahead of the Trojans by 1, singularly.
And the second one is also good.
Make it 2. He'll finally get a break.
He'll come out. Lofton Howard in to replace Cade Stinnett. 34-20 Gators. 2:08 to play here in the first half. As Colton Stevens handles the basketball for Barren County.
They're in zone.
And now bounces off in the right corner. Withrow for 3. It is no good. And coming to the top, it's Stinnett. That's Braxton Stinnett. Drives it down, goes over Stevens. A whistle and a foul. Colton Stevens first. That'll be 6 on the Trojans here in the first half. The second quarter is brought to you by Regina Webb Academy. Looking for a second chance at a career? Never too late to become a cosmetologist. Financial aid available if you qualify. Visit Regina Webb Academy for more information. Free throws good for Braxton Stinnett. He shoots 64% from the line on the season. And it's 35-20 Greenwood. And he hits them both. 36-20 Greenwood. 1:49 left to play in the first half. Colton Stevens gives it to Withrow. Back to Colton Stevens. Back to Withrow. And the left corner goes to Pointer. He can't shoot. As Howard comes out to defend him. Withrow back to Pointer. Fires the 3. No good.
Short again.
And behind that black line. Greenwood back the other way. 1:28 to play. Here in the first half, it's Grant giving it over for Braxton Stinnett for 3. It's in and out. Rebound Howard. Throws it back up and in. 38-20. 1:15 left before halftime. Colton Stevens with the basketball. He'll give it to Withrow. Back to Stevens. Stevens. Now going to give it to the left elbow there to Shirley. Spin move goes up with the left hand. Too strong. Rebound Murphy back up. We got a foul. And they put the foul on Aaron Brown. That is his second, team's 5th. Corbin Murphy at the line. 8 points in the first half for the 6'3 senior. Gets 2 shots. The first one is no good. Too strong. Cade Stennett back in the lineup for Greenwood as Brown goes out for Coach Will McCoy. Murphy back to the line for one more. And this shot goes up, and it's no good. Popped out of there. Ball got away for a moment, but Lofton Howard gets it for the Gators. Down to 53 seconds to play here in the first half as they spread out the floor. It's Braxton Stennett against Gavin Withrow. Out to Grant. Now Grant to Cade Stennett. He'll hand it back off to Braxton Stennett. Feeds it in the middle there to Buchanan. Breaking the basket there, but curling out is Grant. Down to 33 seconds to play. Back out to Braxton Stennett. Guarded closely, almost taken away by Withrow. He spins away, free throw line, gets rid of it off to Grant behind the arc. And now we'll fire it up for three, and he nails it. 41-20, the Oak Tree three. Here's Brooks with the basketball. He's cut off, has to lob it way back out to Griggs. 7 seconds. Long three, no good. Rebound to Braxton Stennett. Long looping pass picked off by Griggs. Gives to Brooks. He can't get the shot off in time. And that's the end of the first half. Let's go to Brian Webb.
We're just absolutely getting killed in every aspect. We can't get back on defense, can't finish plays, and can't get them to miss a shot. Other than that, we played great, but, I mean, we're just getting annihilated in every aspect of the game.
Well, Jay, I guess that pretty much sums it up. You know, that last shot by Mark Grant, he was trying to draw the foul over here in the corner, and it just did not happen, and I don't know how that ball went in. I mean, that's one of those things where you never know, kind of like when you roll into Culver's, and you end up getting two combos instead of one because it's just that kind of night. And we love it. We love Culver's. We're going to hook up with Coach McCoy after the break here. Thanks, buddy.
All right, we're at halftime, and it is Greenwood in command, 41-20 over Barren County. And we will come back with our halftime report in a moment, brought to you by Farm Bureau, Barren County. Agents Eric Spainhoward and Josh Harden, Cleveland Avenue office, Glasgow, wishing good luck to all the teams. This is the Don Franklin Glasgow 4th Region Tournament presented by Southern Kentucky Community Technical College on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7.
When you join the True Blue Crew, you'll become involved in a supportive, fast-paced environment while having the opportunity to grow and develop personally and professionally. Hard for them, and they'll work just as hard. That's the Culver's way. Apply online at Culver's.com. A great lawn or even a garden starts at the seed. Your local Southern States in Glasgow has all the seed you need. Seed for your lawns and gardens and master seed. Right now is the good time to turn your attention to your home lawn, garden, and pastures. Look for areas that need reseeding. New
Jay Turner with Robert Bauer back at Diddle Arena. 41-20, Greenwood over Barren County here at the break. And this Farm Bureau Barren County halftime report and a look at the halftime stats brought to you by Kirby & Moore LLP, 1020 College Street in Bowling Green. And for Greenwood, 14 of 24 from the field, 58.3%. They were 7 of 11 from the field of the second quarter. They're 4 of 7 from behind the arc. 9 of 11 from the foul line. They have 20 rebounds and 3 turnovers in the first half. They're led in scoring by Cade Stennett, who has 21 points in the first half. He was 7 of 9 from the field, 7 of 8 from the foul line. Aaron Brown has 2 points. Mark Grant with 9. He hit 3 of 4 from behind the arc. 2 points for Braxton Stennett, 4 points for Lofton Howard, and 3 for Hunter Raymer. For the Trojans, only 8 of 28 from the field for 28.6%. 1 of 7 on threes, 3 of 5 from the foul line, 11 rebounds, and a total of 3 turnovers in the first half. 5 points for Gavin Withrow, 3 for Mason Griggs, 8 for Corbin Murphy, 2 points for Eli Brooks, and 2 for Aiden Miller. As Greenwood led 19-8 at the end of the first quarter, they outscored the Trojans 22-12 in the second quarter, and they lead it by 21.
Well, I'm not really sure what to say. We've been here before. In some different aspects, we've been down, it seems like, in almost every game we played. We were down in the Glasgow game. We were down in the Franklin game. We've been down in multiple times this year. We were down in the Southwestern game late in the year, came back and won that. But this one feels a little bit different, to be honest with you. I mean, down 21. Cade Stennett's outscored us by himself. They scored more points in the second quarter, and we scored in the whole first half. You know, they're on fire right now. Corbin Murphy's playing maybe his best game I've seen him play since he's been on the team. And I just wish somebody would join him. The rest of us just seem lost out there right now. They don't seem like they really want to be here and engaged in a basketball game, and Greenwood's taking advantage of us on the boards, running the floor. Can't get anything offensively. It's a tough go right now. So Warren doesn't have any magic words to fix this at the break. I think it's more just about want to in the second half. Can we come back and keep fighting and see what happens?
Yeah. We'll be back with more from Diddle Arena in just a moment. Greenwood leads at 41-20 over Barren County, and Brian Webb will talk with Greenwood coach Will McCoy when we come out of this break. This is the Don Franklin Glasgow 4th Region Tournament presented by Sky CTC on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7.
Sealing and Striping wants to congratulate all the teams in the 4th Region Tournament. Sealing and Striping. One company has been a true leader. Reynolds Sealing and Striping has had you covered since 1982. Reynolds Sealing and Striping has a huge lead. Experienced staff for a seal with curb appeal, so you can hide the signs of winner. Free estimate. Call 270-781-6609. Need a job? They're currently hiring. Visit ReynoldsCorporation.com.
Everyone wants to protect their lives. The Senator understands that, which is why he puts safety first. Let's just say it's very
And we're back at Diddle Arena, 41-20, Greenwood leading Barren County. Let's go back to Brian Webb, who has Greenwood coach Will McCoy.
Thank you, Jay Turner. Coach, pretty good-looking first half there. What's your thoughts?
All right, my thoughts are this Barren County team has been known as the comeback kids. The cardiac kids, as I think Jay's turned them, and man, what a good term. If my team let their guard down, then we've learned nothing about these guys during our preparation. The way they play, the way they're coached, they're going to come out and fight. So I'm a little aggravated that we were careless with the ball in the last two possessions, got kids waving to the crowd. That crap's way too early. It's going to take another 16 minutes, maybe even plus. I love the effort we came out with, but I want to clean that other stuff up, Brian.
There you go, Coach McCoy. You know, he's right. I mean, we got a whole half left. They're down 21, Jay. They came back from 19 with 4.5 minutes, so don't count these Trojans out. And don't count out the delicious taste of Culver's Butterburgers right there on Scottsville Road in front of Greenwood High School. I'll be there later after we get done. We get done a little earlier this year, Jay.
That's true. Still those double headers, you know.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah. Thank you, Brian. 41-20, Greenwood leading Barren County here at the break. Stay tuned. Our third quarter is coming up, brought to you by Bowling Green Refrigeration, Heating, and Cooling. Serving South Central Kentucky for more than 25 years. Turn to the experts. Hey, we don't have anything to report on the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Open a Coke or Coke Zero and enjoy the game. But we can tell you that the girls' 4th region tournament will start up on Thursday night with games around the area coming up, brought to you by McDonald's. And it will start with 4 first-round games at district winner sites. Barren County Trojanettes will host Russellville. Metcalfe County against Greenwood at Edmonton. Bowling Green and Russell County here in Bowling Green. Franklin Simpson will host Glasgow. All those games start at 7 o'clock on Thursday night. Well, Trojans, yeah, just like Coach McCoy said, you know, they're the cardiac kids, comeback kids, whatever you want to call them, but can they come back from 41-20 deficit here in the second half?
One disadvantage we have is Will. You know, Will knows his team as well as anybody, and he knows our offense. He knows our players. You know, he was with us a couple of years ago and started out at our middle school. So, you know, I'm proud of him and what he's been able to do with these Greenwood kids in a couple of years. And, you know, he's a blossoming young coach, and Warren's got a tough road to go against somebody that knows us really well, and he's taught those Greenwood kids kind of our personnel. We've got to just do a better job all the way around, and we'll get the ball to start the half and see what we can do with it early.
Yep. And it will be Barren County's basketball, moving from left to right. Notice we had some people texting messages that the video was frozen on the EPB channel, but I'm not sure if that's back up or not, because the video guys are way up at the top, and we're down here on the floor. So
my stream's good here.
All right. Well, Griggs has it on the left side, trying to get a screen there. Hands it off to Pointer. Long three is in and out. Rebound, Murphy yanks it away, kicks it back to Griggs, straight away with a three. No good. Rebound comes back off to Withrow. He'll bounce it back over to Griggs to the right side. Just can't get the shot to go.
No.
And Withrow has it out front. He'll give it back over to Griggs on the left. He wants to drive, goes down the lane, dishes it off. Underneath there to Shirley. He's in trouble underneath the basket, trying to go up with it. It's blocked, tapped around, and it's going to go off Shirley and out of bounds.
Greenwood had a big free throw disparity. They shot 11. We shot 5. Just couldn't get a foul call down low and couldn't make a three. We were just 1 of 7. We're now 1 of 9 in the game.
As Greenwood has the basketball, comes cross court underneath to Kate Stennett. He went out. What should have been a travel, but it's Howard going back up, and he had it blocked on him. Could have been a foul there. I guess they just make that one up. And it's Withrow. Bounce pass off to Murphy. Leans in with a shot. They're going to call an offensive foul on Murphy.
That's really weak when you got about a 200, and I'm going to make a weight up here for Corbin, about let's get it right, 237-pound guy. He can't just turn around and some guy fall and make it believe it's a charge.
Braxton Stennett with the basketball. He gets it across the line. Left side it goes to Grant. Grant lobs it back off to Braxton Stennett. He'll send it back over to Grant. Grant on the left side against Withrow. They come chasing with a double team. Back out it comes to Braxton Stennett. They give it down to Howard with a jump shot from 12. It is no good. The battle for the rebound. Withrow comes out of there with it for the Trojans. Withrow angling off right. Bounce pass off to Griggs. Goes under. Puts it up. He gets fouled.
He got hammered. Good job staying with it. And he'll get to the free throw line.
Foul was on Lofton Howard. Second foul on Howard. That'll be the first one of the Gators in the second half. And Mason Kriggs at the line. 3 points in the first half. 78% foul shooter on the year. Shot goes in. 41-21. Kriggs for one more. It's on the way. He got them both.
We're trying to pick up in our 1-2-2. Greenwood obviously is ready for that too, the way they win it against it the first time.
And Braxton Stinnett with the basketball against Gavin Withrow. Picks up his dribble, dumps it off at a high post right to Howard. Howard hands it off to Cade Stinnett. Spin move. Oh, he crashes in to Griggs, and an offensive foul on Cade Stinnett. It's going to be his second, team second of the Gators.
Well, we got it to our magic number of 19. And we'll take a little time for Stinnett to put a shoe back on. He lost that in the middle. That was Braxton Stinnett.
Not sure if 19's a magic number, but there's 6:19 left to play in the third quarter. Down by 19.
Well, we've said it a lot here in the last few days.
Withrow angling off to the left side. They bounce it down to the baseline, working it underneath, reverse up and in for Griggs.
All right, a little confidence here in 2 minutes.
And we'll call that a Bank of Edmondson County bank shot, too, as it banked off the window to lay it in. 2 minutes gone here in the third, 41-24. Here's Cade Stinnett, left side, reversing back right, and almost stolen away by Griggs and calling for the reach.
Not much.
His second, team second. Greenwood will have the basketball. 5:55 left in the third, up by 17. Largest spin 21. Comes into Grant. He feeds it to Cade Stinnett. He'll lay it up and in.
It's a nice play.
Grant with the Phillips IGA basketball delivery assist. Driving with it is Griggs. He's out of control. Follow up, no good for Murphy. Ball poked around underneath and caught in there by Lofton Howard. In the front court is Grant. Grant, top of the key, now heads to the basket. And a collision there. That's an offensive foul as Murphy took the charge. And Grant, that's going to be his first personal, team foul number 3 on Greenwood.
It's a good play by Corbin. Aiden comes in for him. Corbin's played a really nice game. Aiden's been in foul trouble, and Corbin came back off the bench and gave us a little spark.
43-24. Trojans down by 19, 5:24 to go in the third. Bounce pass comes over to Griggs. He had to go chase it down. Now he's going to have to do something with it. Shirley back to Griggs. Griggs trying to work to the free throw line and dribbled it off the foot. And now here's Pointer with it on the left side. Pointer wants to drive to the basket. Leading shot up, no good. Rebound comes off to Greenwood's Cade Stinnett. Down the court, Grant with it on the right side. Cross-court pass comes to Braxton Stinnett. Gives it back out to Cade Stinnett. Back to Braxton Stinnett. Back to Cade Stinnett. Timeout Will McCoy and the Gators. This will be a 30-second timeout with 4:53 to go in the third quarter. 43-24 Greenwood as we take a Southern Lanes Bowling Alley timeout. Bowling Green's Fun Center awaits. Enjoy laser tag, bumper cars, arcade, bar, snack bar, billiards, and, of course, bowling. Great place for parties. Ask about the $99 birthday special.
Will's okay with us outscoring him in the second half, especially at this pace. At this pace, there'll be about 10 points total scored the whole second half.
Yeah, it's a 4-2 Barren County run here in the third quarter. As Cade Stinnett has 23 points for the Gators. Gators basketball as Braxton Stinnett will toss it in here on the near side.
Last time they had it here, they threw a little quick hitter.
As he'll get it out to Grant. Fires it off to Howard. Howard hands it off to Cade Stinnett. Stinnett will bring it back out. 4:44 to go in the third quarter. Now taking Griggs one-on-one, but hands it off to Grant, long range right. He dribbles into the key. He'll give it off now to Braxton Stinnett. He finds an opening. A little floater in the lane. No good. Tapped up in the air. Pulled back down by Stinnett. Now Cade Stinnett, long range right. Dumps it down in there to Brown. Kicks it back to Grant. Grant gets the screen set for Brown, and he wants to drive with it. He'll go down to the baseline. He's cut off by Pointer. Turns, looks, throws it back out deep to Cade Stinnett. He'll give it to Braxton Stinnett. Ball almost knocked away by Aiden Miller. Here's Lofton Howard. Baseline jumper short. Rebound to Ryan Shirley. Trojans with it with 4:08 to play in the third. Down by 19. Withrow picks up his dribble, goes inside there to Shirley. Little spin move, throws it up, no good. Ball tapped out by Miller. Tried to save it and going out of bounds. Couldn't do so as Brown was going over there for it and going to go to Greenwood.
Got to make layups. That was a nice play, but we got to finish and get something on the board to show it.
Jax Buchanan back in the ball game for Coach Will McCoy. 3:53 to play here in the third quarter. The Gators up 43-24 over the Barren County Trojans. Stennett on the right side against Withrow. Bounces it out to Grant with Pointer on him. And now he'll throw it back off the left side to Cade Stennett. Cade Stennett getting the screen from Brown. He's going to penetrate, kicks it off on the right side to Grant. Grant out of the right wing, back out front to Braxton Stennett. Now he wants to make a move on Withrow, drives it down the lane, and he's going to be fouled.
They're taking about a minute per possession right now, using the clock as their friend, and we're not getting a whole lot of looks at it. And when we do, we're not cashing in.
Gavin Withrow's second personal. That's 3 on the Trojans here in the second half. And at the line, Braxton Stennett. He knocked down a pair of free throws back in the second quarter. This shot's good. Eli Brooks coming back to the Trojan lineup. He'll replace Ryan Shirley. 44-24 Greenwood. And Stennett back to the line for one more. Puts it in the air, got them both. 45-24, back to the 21-point lead they had at halftime with 3:24 to go here in the third quarter. Griggs goes left side to Pointer. Pointer out to Withrow. Back to Pointer in the left wing. Lets it go. It's way short. Hit the left side of the rim. Grant with it for the Gators. Grant on the dribble out front. And they're just taking some time off the clock here with 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. They give it to Cade Stennett, long range right. He wants to drive against Griggs. Goes to the basket, puts it up, it rolls off the rim. Battle for the rebound, and Griggs was out of bounds when he caught the ball.
He tried to establish position to coming back in, but he didn't do it quick enough. We're, again, one of about 10, maybe 11 now from 3, a lot of them short.
As the ball comes out to Braxton Stennett on the left side of the court. Against Colton Stevens, who just checked back in. And the ball almost got away there. They fire it down in there to Buchanan. They kick it back out to Grant. Grant on the left side of the floor against Gavin Withrow. Trying to make a move on him. Now he goes into the key, gives it over to Braxton Stennett. Braxton Stennett against Colton Stevens. 2:30 left in the third. And Greenwood with a 21-point lead. Braxton Stennett backs out the dribble. He'll give it straight away back over to Cade Stennett. Now Cade Stennett wants to drive, spin move, goes into the paint, goes up with a shot, and put it in. 25 for Cade Stennett, 47-24 now, Greenwood. And it's Colton Stevens into the circle, gives it to Withrow. 2:03 left to play here in the third period. And it's Eli Brooks, fakes, wants to drive, jump for a 15-footer, no good. Rebound comes off to Cade Stennett. And the outlet pass to Grant. Now Cade Stennett with a minute 47, taking Griggs one-on-one. Goes to the basket, shot blocked by Miller. Chased down by Colton Stevens. He saved it in bounds, and Griggs was right underneath the basket to catch it. Griggs driving to the bucket, puts it up. No, got blocked in there. Grant has it for the Gators. Diagonal pass left side. Buchanan wide open underneath Stennett. Puts it in.
Got to communicate. We had 2 guys chase the ball. Nobody back helping. Right now, Greenwood dominating as they've extended their lead to 25. Trojans, no answer.
1:16 left to go here in the third quarter. Colton Stevens with the basketball on the left side of the court. They give it down to Miller. Goes baseline against Buchanan. Whistle and a foul on Jax Buchanan. That'll be his first and the team's fourth. 1 minute to play as Will Gaddis checks back into the Gator lineup. Withrow in the corner to Miller. Out it comes to Griggs. Griggs back over to Withrow on the right side. Can't shoot. Bounce pass in the lane there to Miller with a 10-footer. Shot no good off the window. Rebound, trying to go back up with it was Brooks. He's fouled.
Our shooting percentage is just not good tonight. We've seen it throughout this tournament. We've been able to make plays after play to kind of make up for that. Tonight, it's just not happening, is it?
Nope. Eli Brooks at the line. Free throw good. 3 for 3 for the 6'6 sophomore. He shot him pretty well in the season. He's 28 of 32 coming into tonight's game, so now he's 31 of 35 from the charity stripe.
And Greenwood's not getting any hurry. They've learned their lesson from the Glasgow and the Franklin game, watching those tapes.
And the second shot missed by Brooks. Ball knocked out of bounds. It goes to Greenwood with 59.3 to play.
Going to try to pick up pressure again. We did a couple of possessions of that earlier. It didn't work, but we got to try something different.
Yep. Mason Thornhill, 5'11 junior, is checked into the lineup. He's got the basketball on the right side, and he'll hand it off to Cade Stennett. He's in a trap. He'll dribble out of it with 47 seconds to play. Now he's in a trap at midcourt. Foul. Going to put it on Brooks.
A little too aggressive.
Second foul on Brooks, and that is 4 on the Trojans here in the second half. Lane Stevens checks into the Trojan lineup, 6'1", 155 junior for Mason Griggs. 45 seconds to play here in the third as Braxton Stennett will toss it in. It comes back out to Cade Stennett.
We cut him just 8 points this quarter. That's a positive. We've only scored 5, though.
And Stennett dribbling the basketball against Brooks. Brooks trying to reach in to steal it, and the ball going to have a foul as Colton Stevens trying to make a dive for the ball. It's his second. Barron's 5th of the second half with 33 seconds to play. Braxton Stennett gets it out to Thornhill. Thornhill gets it across the line down the left side against Withrow. Reverses back out, gives it to Cade Stennett. 25 seconds left in the quarter. And now Cade Stennett gives to Thornhill. He fell down. Keeps the ball, though. He's in a trap. And timeout by Will McCoy with 18 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Southern Lane's bowling alley timeout with Greenwood leading 49-25 over Barren County. Stay tuned. The conclusion of every tournament game throughout the 4th Region week. We'll have the player of the game presented by South Central Kentucky Community and Technical College and Oak Tree Awards and Recognition. Of course, we're back here tomorrow night with a 4th Region Championship game. Bowling Green Purples 22-2. They've been rated number 1 all season long in the 4th Region, one of the top 5 teams in the state of Kentucky. 6 o'clock tomorrow night for the championship game here. We'll be out there just after around 5:30.
We got up 14 shots in the first quarter, 14 in the second quarter. I bet we haven't got up 10 this quarter.
Yeah. Cade Stennett with it, 15 seconds to play. Third quarter, Braxton Stennett guarded out there by Colton Stevens. Now he takes it to the right side, picks up his dribble, goes left side with it to Thornhill. Thornhill down to 4 seconds to play. Back to Cade Stennett for 3. It's short. Rebound to Lane Stevens. That ends the quarter. Greenwood 49. And Barren County 25. We'll come back with the 4th quarter after this break. This is the Don Franklin Glasgow 4th Region Tournament presented by South Central Kentucky Community and Technical College on 104thescore.com and Nash 1037.
Washington Street in Glasgow. Call them at 651-2080.
You're listening to Don Franklin Glasgow 4th Region Basketball Tournament presented by...
4th quarter underway here at Diddle Arena. The Trojans down by 24. It's 49-25 Greenwood. Gators with the basketball, and the ball broken up there, stolen by Colton Stevens as they try to feed it off to Cade Stennett. And now Colton Stevens gives it out to Withrow. Withrow around the top of the horn. He wants to drive. He'll go to the basket. A little floater, no good. Rebound by Thornhill. Thornhill gets with the basketball now to Raymer. Raymer in the front court, cooks it down underneath, and a wide open layup good for Aaron Brown. 51-25. Colton Stevens trying to drive it right down the lane. Dishes it off underneath to Miller, and he puts it in. Colton Stevens with the Phillips IGA basketball delivery assist.
Yeah, good look from Colton. Miller just went up with it. We got to get some defensive stops, though.
51-27. Raymer has it against Colton Stevens. He tried to poke at the basketball. And now he'll dribble it left side. He'll dish it off underneath to Brown. He tries to go up, had it blocked on him. Colton Stevens up there to put the clamps on him. And here's Lane Stevens, gives it to Withrow. Withrow trying to work into the paint. He'll go up with a jumper. It won't count. Traveling violation on Withrow.
I thought that was a good play by Gavin. Didn't look like a walk to me, but had a different angle in the referee.
Greenwood scored 8 points in the third. Barren only scored 5. It's 51-27. Brooks picks up Braxton Stennett in the backcourt. Gives it over to Grant. Grant's in a trap. Throws it back to Braxton Stennett. Left side, Brown. Back out front it comes to Grant. He'll give it to Raymer. Feeds it down to Cade Stennett. Sends it back out to Grant. Now Raymer in the middle. Brown bounce pass underneath Cade Stennett. Puts it in and a foul. 53-27. Greenwood.
Didn't rotate back quickly enough on the pressure.
Foul on Colton Stevens, his third personal, number 6 on the Trojans here in the second half.
We were just 1 of 12 in the third period. That puts us at 9 of 40 for the game through 3 periods, just 1 of 10 from 3. Greenwood 17 out of 35. They've got 8 more field goals on 5 less attempts and 3 more threes on 2 less attempts.
And Cade Stennett at the line. A shot goes up, it comes off. His first miss since the first one he shot earlier in the ballgame. He hit 7 in a row before that. 53-27. Colton Stevens with the basketball. Dribbles off to the left side, halfway to the corner. Trying to look for a screen there, and he's going to fire it up from 15 feet, and he hits it.
He was trying to get a big man to post up so he'd get in the basketball. Instead, he just got tired of waiting, and we've got to score.
53-29. Cade Stennett gives it out to Raymer. Now Raymer wants to drive with it. He's cut off, being chased, double team in the corner. Back out to Cade Stennett. Diagonal pass over to Braxton Stennett on the right side. He'll go back left side. Raymer thought about the 3, drives at the baseline, kicks it back over to Braxton Stennett. And he'll send it out front to Grant. 5.5 minutes to go. Cade Stennett with the basketball for the Gators.
He's got as many tonight as we do.
Yep, he's got 29 points. Not sure what his career high is. Might have to research that. They go in the middle to Buchanan. It goes back out to Grant. Now Grant goes right side. They go down the corner to Braxton Stennett. Back out front to Raymer. Taking their time here. Left side it goes to Grant. Thought about the 3. No look pass down in there to Cade Stennett. Gets fouled by Murphy. His second and the team 7th. Cade Stennett with 29 points tonight. He can make it 30 right here, and he does. 54-29, Greenwood.
I didn't see this one coming.
Nope, thought it'd be a lot closer.
Yeah, we didn't see Greenwood throughout the season, so I didn't have a good gauge on them. And I haven't got a good gauge on a lot of people score-wise throughout the season because it's just so back and forth. But, you know, Stennett's a real deal, and we've made him look maybe even better tonight than his normal average of just 21. He's got, what, 30?
Got 31 now. 55-29. Here's Griggs slicing his way down the lane, throws it up off the window, and good.
Use that bank to go in over top of the defense for a Bank of Edmonton County bank shot.
55-31. Raymer with it on the right side for Greenwood. Hands it off to Grant. Comes back out front to Braxton Stennett. Back over goes to Grant. Back out to Stennett. In the middle goes to Buchanan. So they spread the floor out again. 4:25 to play. Braxton Stennett against Tate Pointer. And the thing about it is, Gators only have one senior, and that's Mark Grant. One senior. Grant with it. He'll give it over to Raymer.
He's a good player offensively, but they have a ton of people that can score.
Yep. Grant knocked down 3 threes in the first half for the Gators. Buchanan turns toward the basket, flips up the shot. It's good, and a foul.
It looked like Shirley tried to take the charge. We'll see on the replay. He was set all day long, but we won't argue about officials right now. They call it differently in the fifth, and we've known that all along.
Yep. Buchanan will be at the line. He's one of 2 tonight. 57-31. 3:59 left in the basketball game. And Buchanan puts it up, and it is no good. Rebound comes off to Ryan Shirley. Withrow into the front court. Withrow picks up his dribble, dumps it in there to Murphy. Murphy goes to the basket, puts it up and in.
Corbin left hand. That puts him in double digits tonight.
Yep, 10 points for Corbin Murphy. And a leading scorer for the Trojans tonight. It's 57-33. 3:40 left in the game. As Braxton Stennett has it against Tate Pointer. Braxton Stennett down to 3.5 to go. As he dribbles, cross, over dribble, gives it back out to Cade Stennett. Cade Stennett tries to find an opening. Dishes it off in the right corner. Raymer back out to Grant. Now Grant's in a trap. Dribbles out of it. Pass was deflected, but chased down by Braxton Stennett. And threw a baseball pass back out to Grant. Cade Stennett back to Braxton. 3:08 to play.
The difference in some of our comebacks in this.
Yep, here's a driving layup. Coming from the right side. Cade Stennett makes it 59-33. On the Beard Eagle Barbershop, clean cut to the basket. As Withrow trying to go up with it, had it knocked down. On the other end, Grant is going to take it to the rack, and he'll lay it in.
Greenwood is not making mistakes.
And it's knocked out of bounds. They try to throw long to Tate Pointer. Knocked out of bounds by Braxton Stennett. And Greenwood Gator fans are feeling it now with 2:43 to play. 61-33 over Barren County.
The history's on their side. The last time they beat us in the semis, they won the region.
Yep.
But they'll have a little tougher opponent in this Bowling Green team they'll face tomorrow night.
Withrow driving into the lane. Shot goes up and in.
Got the 3 seniors on the floor. This will be their last game.
Yep.
Withrow, Jones, and Murphy.
Travis Jones, who's on the court right now for Coach Warren Cunningham. And going to get a foul out here. Trap. And they put it on Corbin Murphy. 3 on him. 9 on the Trojans here in the second half. With 2:23 to play. And Braxton Stennett will be at the free throw line as Will Gaddis comes back in along with Mason Thornhill for the Gators. And Colton Stevens coming in from Mason Griggs for Barren County. And Braxton Stennett at the line. Perfect tonight, 4 out of 4. Free throw, good.
Here's a crazy thing. We still haven't scored as many points as Greenwood had at the half. They had 41 at the half. We are still under 40.
62-35. He's still got one more to shoot. Everybody's already run back down the other end. Luke Stansberry, number 14, 6'3" sophomore, checks into the Greenwood lineup. And here's the free throw, good again for Braxton Stennett.
We gave the stat the other night, when we don't score 50, we're 0-6. Well, it looks like we'll be 0-7. It's just an Achilles heel for us tonight, not being able to shoot the basketball.
Ira Matthias, a 5'9" junior, checks in for Greenwood. She comes in for Braxton Stennett. 2:20 left. It's 63-35 Greenwood. They're going to face Bowling Green for the championship tomorrow night at 6. Travis Jones for a long three-pointer. No good. Rebound put back up. No good by Ogles. And the ball gets loose, but Gaddis chases it down for Greenwood. As they get rid of it, out to John Morrison. Minute 56 to play. Right side Matthias, he's going to drive the basket up on the left hand, too strong. Rebound to Withrow. He falls down. Ball gets away. Matthias saved it in bounds. And Ogles has it from Barren County, gives to Colton Stevens. He drives the bucket, puts it up, it's good.
That was a weird sequence, and they're going to go back here and make sure there's nobody else going to slip after Gavin fell down.
1:40 left in the game at 63-37. This fourth quarter brought to you by Gary Force Paint and Body Shop behind the post office across from Greenwood High and Vanderbilt Drive. They are I-CAR Gold certified and work with most all major insurance companies, and it's nowhere near the roundabout.
Gavin checks out for the last time as a Trojan. Gavin's played, seems like a long, long time, and had meaningful minutes for the last 4 years.
Yeah. Blaine Watson in to replace Gavin Withrow as Withrow plays his last high school basketball game for the Barren County Trojans, his senior year. Has got another new player in the ball game. That's Dalton Wagoner, 6'2 junior. Minute 20 to play. And they give it off on the right side there to Stansberry. He lost the handle. Ball's loose on the floor. Scooped up. Corbin Murphy has it. Corbin Murphy angles off on the left side. He'll give it out to Colton Stevens. 1:06 to play. Watson with a long three. That's no good. And rebound to Jones. He'll fire it up at the baseline. It's no good. Rebound Ogles puts it up. No. Got it blocked. Puts it back up and in. Count it. And a foul.
Ogles a couple offensive rebounds coming off the bench there.
Foul is on Matthias. That's his first. 6 fouls on the Gators. Going to get Bray Bewley in the ball game, 8th grader. Jonah Blackford in the ball game for Barren County. As Travis Jones will go out.
Corbin also checked out there.
Everybody getting a chance to play in the regional tournament. And it's Taylor Ogles at the line. The shot is no good. Rebound comes off to Greenwood with 54 seconds to play. Matthias with the basketball gives to Stansberry. Stansberry out to Wagoner. Wagoner back over to Matthias. Matthias sends it out now to Lang, who's in the ball game. It's Michael Lang, number 25, as we have him on the stat sheet here. Here's Wagoner on the left side against Watson. Throws it back out to Matthias. 30 seconds to go. Back over it goes to the right side to Lang. Back out to Stansberry. Down to 20 seconds left. Gators will play the Purples tomorrow night for the 4th Region Championship.
They play like they did tonight. Should be a really good game.
They played outstanding tonight, that's for sure. Will McCoy will take his Gators to the regional championship as Will McCoy comes over to shake hands with Coach Warren Cunningham. And that'll do it as the Gators win it 63-39 over Barren County. The Trojan season comes to an end with a record of 21-9. Greenwood improves to 17-12. We're going to have the South Central Community and Technical College Oak Tree Awards and Recognition Player of the Game here in just a moment. And it is going to go to Greenwood Gators' Cade Stennett. And let's go to him right now.
Cade Stennett, what a performance, man. Tell me about preparation for tomorrow night, man. This was in the book.
Yeah, this is one we really wanted. Tomorrow's a big one. We meet in our district, We're going to prepare better than we have before. We're going to get some rest, I think we're going to shoot around right now, actually. So we'll be ready for tomorrow.
Appreciate it. Good luck, man.